Okay. Um, Audio input capture is 0. Droid cam. Okay. So audio input capture, if I change it to. Okay. Perfect. Input capture is 0. Droid cam. Perfect. Yeah. So I think it's done. We are live. We are good to go, and we are getting some traction done. Perfect. Thank you. तो चलो हाँ बात करते हैं. So in this video, in this live, we are going to talk about the infrastructure sector that was, after the budget came out, उसमें changes हुए. We actually came to realize that people are going to look at the stocks that are important. People are going to look about which stocks are going to win based on this current budget. I have a document. That document was not made by me. That is Shashank Kuduba and Devjani Mukherjee's document. So huge shout out to both of them. They're already doing pretty damn awesome job. But I'm also going to look at that document. Then I'm going to look at some of the small cases that are, you know, particularly investing in infra sector stocks. And after that, as I had mentioned, I am also going to do the boat IPO analysis. I have got the red herring prospectus for Boat's IPO, Imagine Marketing Private Limited, which is the parent company of Boat. Boat is essentially the brand of the brand. है Boat or Imagine Marketing Private Limited is the original name of the company, or you could call it the parent company, more or less. So when I say ki, why do I believe that there are going to be massive changes coming up with this budget, as well as growth hogi stocks mein when it comes to these growth sector stocks, more or less. So here the point is, and give me 1 second, कि इसमें हमें ये जानना जरूरी है कि क्या हुआ है. So you know what, let's begin, let's start. एक बारी मैं फिर से देख लूँ कि क्या आ रही है वीडियो सही आप लोगों को, and based on that we can begin. Okay, got it. Perfect. So I have a few stocks in my mind that I'm also going to look at, and some of the things that I want to share with you all is that now I'll just बहुत ज़्यादा time waste कर लिया. I will not waste any more time. I will start talking about this infrastructure stocks. I will take you through the document, and after the document we will talk about what all we can see in the coming जो बोर्ड essentially analysis आया था budget 2022 का, उस पे बात करते हैं. एंड perfect. Yeah, so the screen is visible. So let's talk about it. So ये document budget 2022 का है. Let me just give you the credit. Budget 22. Quick summary, and this is by Devjani Mukherjee and Shashank Kudupa. Huge shout out to those guys. I have learned a lot from those two, and again, I'm just trying my best to actually educate and create awareness and as well as learning a little bit about the equity markets in general. So शुरू करते हैं, more or less. So coming to infrastructure sector. So yeah. So think about it like this. First of all, in this very scenario, 5G spectrum auctions to be conducted in 2022. So HFCL and Airtel are the two main contenders for the 5G spectrum auctions. Last year, if you had remembered, Jio already went ahead and took the deal with उनकी जो partnership हुई थी with TRAI regulator say. They actually got the 5G spectrum, but now the 5G spectrum auctions will be held and the main beneficiaries of these two would be HFCL and Airtel. And there is also a scheme announced in the budget 22 that actually talked about scheme for design-led manufacturing for 5G will be part of production-linked scheme. तो इसका क्या मतलब है, चलो गूगल करके देखते हैं. इवन आई डोंट नो, मैं जो है ना इसको पूरा ढंग से देखा नहीं था अभी तक. Yeah. Yeah. So ये आ गया न्यू इंडियन एक्सप्रेस, परफेक्ट. New production linked incentive scheme to promote 5G. So the government has allocated 44,720 crore to start train Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited for 4G spectrum. So BSNL. So the company had initially, and I know some of the folks that were employed at BSNL. So BSNL is essentially a loss-making company, like most of India's companies, गवर्नमेंट्स कंपनीज मोर PSU. तो उसमें भी जो है इसमें दे आर गोइंग टू allocate this BSNL for 4G spectrum technology upgradation as well as related restructuring expenses. So they had almost liquidated their entire structure of the company. Company was the employees of the company more or less were not actually, they were laid off. They were given 5-6 months severance pay. I know from this fact from folks that have said that BSNL was not making a lot of profit. Coming back to this article back again, और कितनी ads आती हैं यार, by God. The government is also to launch a scheme for design-led manufacturing to build a strong ecosystem for 5G as part of production-linked incentive (PLI) scheme. 5G technology in particular can enable growth and offer job opportunities. So there you go. Since 2016, जब से demonetization हुआ है, we have witnessed a massive adoption of internet-based technology, because of which you are going to see कि people are enabling so many software-led businesses. इतने सारे इंडिया में startup boom आया, as well as we see that people are going to build their businesses. So software development services companies are इतनी सारी market में आ गई, web development agencies, marketing agencies. So because of this widespread massive adoption of internet, we are witnessing that this massive growth opportunities जो आई हैं मार्केट में, लोगों ने अपने बिजनेस स्टार्ट करे. एंड उससे क्या होता है, इफ पीपल मोर एंड मोर पीपल स्टार्ट देयर ओन बिजनेसेस, दे विल हायर मोर पीपल, दे विल रिक्रूट engineers, they will recruit marketers, they will recruit more sales people who are very much informed about sales when it comes to software sales, or when it comes to they understand software, or they understand internet based sales. So SaaS companies India mein itna boom hua. So that is why it says ki 5G technology आएगी, so it will be a much faster internet, there will be much more growth opportunities, and based on 5G आप लोग ये भी देख सकते हैं कि लोगों का more or less जो है प्रॉफिट हो रहा है when it comes to this thing कि इतने सारे स्ट्रीमर्स आ गए, गेम स्ट्रीमिंग कितनी आसान हो जाएगी. देन गेम स्ट्रीमर्स वुड गो आउट देयर, बिल्ड देयर ओन कंपनीज, दे विल हायर video editors. So all these things with 5G, it's also going to increase the adoption, and not just adoption, उसकी basis पे आप देख सकते हैं how much potential that there is. So required 5G spectrum or auctions will be conducted in 2022 to facilitate rollout of 5G mobile services within 22 to 23 by private telecom providers to enable affordable broadband and mobile service proliferation in rural and remote areas. So 5% जो है बजट ने प्रपोज किया annual collections under Universal Service Obligation Fund USOF. Yeah, USOF. और गवर्नमेंट ने BSNL फॉर 4G स्पेक्ट्रम, तो मतलब BSNL तो बहुत ज्यादा पीछे चल रहा था कहानी में, और उसके लिए भी उन्होंने दे हैव एलोकेटेड 44,000 करोड़. 44,000 crores, that's a massive amount. Along with it, there's a 6850 crore for GST and VRS related payments. ये मुझे नहीं पता क्या है, I'm not. Sovereign green bonds. ठीक है, तो ये था. Coming back to the document. तो ये है, so PLI scheme में BSNL as well as all these 5G spectrum auctions will be held, जिसमें Airtel, AFCL, HFCL would be beneficiaries of that, to award contracts to lay optical fiber in rural areas completion in 2025. So optical fiber is basically अगर आपको नहीं पता तो मैं बता देता हूँ, आपका जो इंटरनेट केबल है, फॉर दोज हु आर नॉट वेरी मच टेक्नोलॉजी affluent, I would say. Optical fiber is essentially a type of Ethernet cable जो जिसका अंदर का जो स्ट्रक्चर होता है, जो उसकी पूरी की पूरी राउटिंग होती है, दैट इज मेड ऑफ ग्लास. सो वो बहुत सेंसिटिव टाइप की केबल होती है, उसको ना तोड़ मरोड़ करोगे वो टूट जाएगी. बट विद इन दैट ग्लास लेयरिंग उसके अंदर जो केबल्स डली होती है, दैट आर हाई स्पीड केबल्स, जिसकी बेसिस पे आपको जो फास्ट स्ट्रीमिंग इंटरनेट मिलता है वो उसका है. यहां पे ये कह रहे हैं they are awarding contracts to lay optical fiber cable. So जो ऑप्टिकल फाइबर केबल के जो है ना रूरल एरियाज में, जैसे टीयर 3 सिटीज हो गई, या फिर अगर आप जाएंगे मान लो हिसार चढ़े गए, हिसार गुड़गांव गुरुग्राम एरिया में है. अगर आप मुंबई की बात करें तो मेरे को मुंबई का ज़्यादा आइडिया नहीं है, आई एम सॉरी. इंदौर हो गया, इंदौर से में देर आर सर्टन रूरल एरियाज. मध्य प्रदेश हो गई जैसे टीयर 2 सिटी, तो वहाँ पे जो है देर आर सो मेनी रूरल एरियाज. इंडिया में अगर आप टॉप 5 सिटीज, बॉम्बे, दिल्ली, बैंगलोर, चेन्नई, हैदराबाद, इनसे अगर आप बाहर जाते हो तो वो सारे टीयर 2 सिटीज है. उसके बाहर जाते हैं तो टीयर 3 सिटीज है. So they are going to actually make sure that people are going to get access to high broadband internet, and that's why they are awarding contracts. 480 billion rupees, not dollars, set aside for affordable housing in 22-23, and 8 lakh solid house. 8 lakh solid house. I think that would be 8 lakh houses sold होगा. I'm not too sure यहाँ पे. Everest Industry also MIT fund recently invested in it. So let's check it out. ये क्या है Everest Industry? So Everest Industry Limited, it's a stock. 591 का इसका CMP प्राइस है. ठीक है, ये भी एक स्टॉक है, मतलब मेरे को न्यूज़ देखनी है. HDFC Cap announces $1.8 billion affordable housing fund. The fund will provide long-term funding across high or mid-income housing projects. HDFC Capital has achieved the initial closure of its third fund focusing on affordable housing. HDFC Bing is a really bad, I'm sorry, but Bing ना बहुत ही बेकार सर्च इंजन है, to be very honest. And Google आपको पता है कितनी ज़्यादा प्राइवेसी चेक करता है. इट्स जस्ट पेनफुल. सो इट्स समथिंग रिलेटेड टू HDFC फंड. आई एम तो देखते हैं. एवरेस्ट इंडस्ट्रीज को जो है ना to allocate 195 billion rupees for production linked scheme for solar equipment manufacturing. So again, India is also trying to make its mark in countries where, among the developed countries such as United Kingdom, आपका England हो गया, and United States, that they are also focusing that we are going to focus on green energy, sustainable electricity, sustainable renewable energy, and towards that they have also allocated this amount of 195 billion rupees for production linked incentives for solar equipment manufacturing. तो आप देख सकते हो कि यहाँ पे भी we are going to see this growth. 100 new cargo terminals to be developed in the next 3 years. So यहाँ पे अदानी आ गया. Hands on, because so many cargo and ports का जितना भी पूरा स्ट्रक्चर है, अदानी ports, they are winning all these contracts without doubt. Without एक सेकंड के लिए भी हमें डाउट इस बात पे नहीं होना चाहिए that any cargo terminals and जो पूरा ट्रांसपोर्ट का बिजनेस है, that is completely a conglomerate that is undertaken by Adani. गौतम अदानी का पूरा जो एंटरप्राइज है, एंड ही हैज ऑल्सो ही हैज सरपास्ड हिज नेटवर्थ by $90 billion, has become richest man in Asia. I think he has give me one sec, वो भी डिस्कस करते हैं. So yeah, so Gautam Adani has become the richest Asian and has surpassed Mukesh Ambani. Also, they have surpassed, like Mukesh Ambani and Gautam Adani have surpassed Mark Zuckerberg of Meta. So more or less, what has happened here is that कि so 290 billion say उनका market cap went down of Facebook and Facebook Meta, whatever you may want to call it, and after that his net worth dropped significantly. So to actually fill in that gap, Gautam Adani has actually overtaken him in net worth. Chairman of Adani Group, and so Adani Group, which is involved in port development and operations in India. So essentially जो Adani का जो core business है वो still जो है port development and all these cargo transports में आता है. So he is more or less always winning all these sort of contracts when it comes to अगर कोई भी नया कार्गो टर्मिनल डेवलप होता है फॉर ऑल द ट्रांसपोर्टेशन ऑफ गुड्स, यू विल सी दैट अदानी एंड्स अप टेकिंग all those contracts because he has proven experience. Even in my video on leverage, I spoke about, if you have proven experience of being able to do something in the past, you will get more opportunities to do the same thing again and again and again. That is how it all works. So these things also compound in reality. 1,400 crores to be allocated for 123 to do the same thing again and again and again. Yeah, I was just checking out कि आवाज आ रही है ना या नहीं आ रही है. And so 1,400 crores to be allocated 123 megawatt hydro water supply increase. Shakti Pump is another company. We will also look at it, and 27 megawatt solar projects. Apart from your solar energy generation, they are also looking at 100 hydroelectric energy generation. जो इंडिया में इतने सारे डैम्स बने हुए हैं, essentially like they are also generating so much power for all these rural households. अगर आप whenever you go visit north, I have done that a lot. और अभी मैं recently I even went to where did I go? I had gone to this place. नाम ही नहीं आता रहा. Wow. So there were 2 dams जो वहाँ पे बने हुए थे, and you know all these regulating the water flow. तो इंडिया में इतनी सारी rivers हैं and really fast flowing rivers. उसकी वजह से we are also very efficient in being able to use all the water that we have to generate hydroelectricity through water. तो इसमें शक्ति पंप will be able to actually make a massive difference. और सारे stocks का analysis करेंगे. We are just going through the document. Develop digital networks for healthcare infrastructure. So Tata Elxsi and LTTS. These are the 2 stocks that will be responsible. Again, this is all speculation. They have not yet won contract. They might win because of proven experience in the past. So keep that in mind. And PM Gati Shakti drives 7 engines road, highway. So drive 7 engines, road, highway, DBL, IRB, Ashoka. So these are all highway construction companies. Rail, IRCTC हो गया, port में अदानी आ गया. EV transport में आ गए Electra, Green Tech and Ola. Ola has not yet done their IPO. So जो Ola के contracts होंगे, the ones that are actually creating and manufacturing the equipments for Ola's electric scooters, that will be more responsible for this sort of thing. And so coming to this thing, so Polycarb India, so these are the stock recommendation, not recommendation, no recommendation, nahi. All of this is for awareness. These are the ones that we are assuming and speculating that might be able to make the most out of this budget 22 document that has been shared, and we will see कि इसका क्या promise है, and we are going to do an analysis of 3 of these stocks. ज़्यादा नहीं करूँगा. 3. ABB India, Siemens, Contour, Bharat Dynamics, Bharat Electronics, ACC. So cement companies for the construction of highways. जो रोड के लिए होती है वो भी उसमें जो है ना कंस्ट्रक्शन कंपनीज आएंगी. ABB is electric, Siemens is in electric, Larsen & Toubro is a construction company, Pnc Infratec is again a construction company. We will go through these. तो ये था आपका एक overview of what we are going to see with the changes that are happening in the infra sector based off of budget 2022. Electric, Larsen & Toubro is a construction company. So yeah, let's get started. So एक स्टॉक मेरे दिमाग में था. आई एम गोइंग टू एक्चुअली लुक एट दैट फर्स्ट. या फिर सो हीडबर्ग सीमेंट, आई हैव बीन लाइक ट्रैकिंग इट फॉर अ कपल ऑफ डेज एंड आई थिंक दैट इट माइट बी अ गुड बेट, बट वी डोंट नो येट. सो लेट्स चेक इट आउट. हीडबर्ग सीमेंट. So it's a small cap stock with a market cap of 4,800 and its CMP is 213. Taking a look at its 3-year chart, 1-year chart is not really most of the time accurate. It shows that the price has not been moving a lot. Since 2019, it was June 2019, it was at 208. It has grown to up 260 and 265 max, and it has started to come back down to 230, 250. Okay, so the stock hasn't had a massive breakout अभी तक हुआ है. There was a dip that happened in March 2020 that when it actually dipped down to 134, but since then it has actually recovered. Since then, yeah, it has recovered. So take a look, and मैं इसको ज़्यादा recommend नहीं करता to taking a look at the pros and cons, क्योंकि वो सिर्फ एक बहुत छोटा सा overview देते हैं. But देखो, company has reduced debt. The company is providing good dividend yield of 3.76%. Okay, it's not very high ideal dividend yield, but I would say should be above 6 to 7%. That I would say कि हाँ, that is a good dividend yield. Company has delivered good profit growth of 55% CAGR, compounded annual growth rate, over the last 5 years. Okay, so the last 5 years their growth has been 55%. That is good. Cons है, the company has poor sales growth of 5%. So सिर्फ 5% से उनकी sales grew हुई है over the last 5 years. That is bad. तो अगर 5-year chart देखें, the stock was actually trading अगर back in 2017 से है. It was trading at 111, 10th March 2017, and since then it has actually grown to 260. So 5-year chart actually looks good. कि ठीक है, they have grown steadily, but they haven't gone very high up. So अभी ये small cap है, it hasn't yet become a mid cap stock. And in terms of its peer comparison, ठीक है, peer comparison I don't think is the right thing to do right now. Taking a look at not the quarterly results. I don't like quarterly results. Yeah, so 2016 से करते हैं. Last 6 years का data is more or less important. ये देखो, I hope आप लोगों को दिख रहा हो यहाँ पे स्क्रीन में. So 1,600 crores in March 2016. Then it actually increased by 40-50 crores in March 2017, and you will see that ज़्यादा increment नहीं हुआ. Then to 2018 it actually increased by almost 200 या 190 crores जो कि sales है that they grew. 2019, so in sales grow by a wide margin, no. और ट्रेलिंग 12 मंथ्स में इनका है 2,277 करोड़ की इनकी सेल्स है. नॉट बैड सेल्स परसेंटेज ग्रोथ. सो मार्च 2016 से में इनकी कंपैरेटिवली जो है एक डाउनफॉल आया था. 2016 में इनका 2,000 करोड़ से 1,600 करोड़ पे पहुंच गई थी. बट ओवर द टाइम दे हैव एक्चुअली ग्रो इट बाय 2%, 11%, 12%, 1% in 2020, और फिर इनका फिर से एक डाउनफॉल आया 2021 में. It actually fell down by 2%, 2.4% से इनके sales grew. So ठीक है, it's not very massive growth. अगर मैं बोलूँ, it is okay. Coming to the operating profit. So the operating profit is 2016 में आप देख सकते हो इट वाज एट 231 करोड़, इंक्रीज टू 279 करोड़, देन 363 करोड़. सो इनका ऑपरेटिंग प्रॉफिट एक्चुअली इंक्रीज हो रहा है. दैट इज अ गुड थिंग. सो ऑपरेटिंग प्रॉफिट इज गुड. ऑपरेटिंग प्रॉफिट मार्जिन्स, लेट्स टेक अ लुक. 14%, 16, 19. Yeah, that shows good. So that shows also a good promise कि okay, कि 14% पे था, 14% से आते आते 24% तक इनका इन्होंने इंक्रीज करा ऑपरेटिंग प्रॉफिट मार्जिन. So that is good. That is a good thing that you must know. Profit before taxes, that we need to also look at. That is an important metric that I always look at. So 45 crore profit before tax, 114, 200, 342. इनका प्रॉफिट बिफोर, अगेन इट्स अ प्रॉफिटेबल कंपनी एंड इनका प्रॉफिट इज ऑल्सो ग्रोइंग. सिर्फ मार्च 2022 और 21 में और मार्च 2020 में इनका बहुत ज़्यादा मैसिव ग्रोथ नहीं हुआ. इट एक्चुअली फेल डाउन बाय 2% की इनकी सेल्स ग्रोथ रुकी थी. उसके बेसिस पे आई डोंट नो क्या हुआ है. सो वी मस्ट चेक इट आउट. तो उसके लिए मैं रेकमेंड करूंगा, जो भी ये बंदा इस टाइम पे ये वीडियो देख रहा है, प्लीज मेक श्योर दैट यू गो थ्रू द एनुअल रिपोर्ट ऑफ मार्च 2020 एंड मार्च 2021, ताकि पता लगे कि कहाँ पे इन्होंने अपना पैसा डाला, कि इनका प्रॉफिट कम हुआ, इनकी सेल्स अगर रुकी, किस रीजन से इनकी सेल्स रुकी, क्या इन्होंने कोई कॉन्ट्रैक्ट लूज करा था. वी हैव नो आइडिया. दैट इज वाई पूरा इनका ना कच्चा चिट्टा निकालना पड़ता है. दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. यू मस्ट नो दैट. ओके, या ठीक है. इट शोज गुड. Perfect. Yeah, coming back to this thing. And net profit. Net profit is the one जो आपने टैक्स देने के बाद जो नेट आपका बचा वो देखते हैं. सो प्रॉफिट बिफोर टैक्स इतना नेट आया इनका 35 करोड़, 76, 133, 268, 315 करोड़. नेट प्रॉफिट इज ऑल्सो ग्रोइंग. गुड थिंग. सो द लास्ट 5 ईयर का जो हमारे पास लास्ट 6 ईयर्स का है, इनफैक्ट 2016 से वी हैव गुड डेटा. इट्स गुड. EPS, compounded profit growth. So 10 years में अगर देखा जाए, they have shown a growth of 17%. In the last 5 years, they have shown 55% compounded growth. 3 years with 33%. So wow, that's good. You must look at that. और stock price जो है 18% से grow हुआ है 10 साल में, और 12% से grow हुआ है in the last 5 years. Okay. Coming back to this balance sheet. So यहाँ पे the two metrics that I feel are very important are first of all the reserves. Reserves is the cash in bank जो एक कंपनी के एक basically treasury होती है जिसके अंदर वो dip करते हैं if they actually want to go out there and build something. And the other thing that I look at are the borrowings. So borrowings होता है the loan that a company has undertaken based off of which कि वो कितना उन्होंने गवर्नमेंट से लोन लिया है, कितना उन्होंने बैंक से लोन लिया है जो वो चुका रहे हैं, और किस वजह से उन्होंने वो लोन लिया होता. Usually नहीं, a good company has a very high amount of reserves, और borrowings जितना कम हो उतना अच्छा है, क्योंकि इंटरेस्ट पेमेंट जा रही है तो वो वाला पैसा ना वो उसे ग्रोथ में नहीं डाल पाएंगे. So we must also take a look at that fact. Reserves 2016 668 crores, 740 crores, it grew 820 crores, 945 crores, and right now at March 2021, September 2021 तक हमारे पास 1200 करोड़ का इनके पास रिजर्व्स है. Take a look at the borrowing as well. 705 crores, 619, 517, 413, 302. Oh wow, this is such a beautiful thing. तो यहाँ पे देख रहे हो आप लोग the borrowings. अगर आप यहाँ से देखना शुरू करो 2012 में इनका 1000 करोड़ की they had borrowings. It increased to 1300 crores. And from March 2015 onwards, they started actually, इनकी borrowings decrease. What does this imply? It implies that, they have been paying, they have started paying off their debt, off their profits, and based off of it, their borrowings are starting to decrease. That is awesome. So, उस basis पे I feel very happy that, कंपनी के ऊपर उधार इतना नहीं चढ़ा हुआ, और कंपनी का जो reserves है वो continuously grow कर रहा है. Obviously, जब ये पूरा का पूरा borrowings उतार देगी, the stock price will even, bump up higher. But ठीक है, it will take time. मतलब right now what do they have? They have 312 crores in borrowings, or they have reserves of 1200 crores. So expect by 2025 that their borrowing will be completely off, unless and until they actually decide to expand and take on more loan. So we have no idea ki how much time they are going to take. It will take time. Matlab, right now, what do they have? They have. Okay. So taking a look at fixed assets. So land है इनका 40 करोड़ worth land. 40 as of now they have 66 crores worth of land. Building worth 137 crore. Plant machinery they have invested almost 2,000 crores in that. Furniture and fittings 10 crore. Railway sidings, vehicles 29 crores. So from that aspect, I am like looking at the fact that they have good amount of assets that they have invested in, be it land, be it machinery, be it furniture and fittings, be it buildings. They have good amount of assets like और मतलब 1600 करोड़ की assets हैं they have right now as of March 2021 और थोड़ी सी कम हुई है in September 2021. Coming to cash flow. So the most important metric for me when I'm doing an analysis for a stock is cash flow from operating activity. Because sorry. Why cash flow from operating activity? Because that is the core of the business. जो वो actual core operations चला रहे हैं उससे इनका कितना कैश बन रहा है. कैश फ्रॉम फाइनेंसिंग एक्टिविटी होता है जो उन्होंने फाइनेंसिंग करी, उन्होंने शायद से किसी और के ऊपर पैसा डाला या फिर उन्होंने किसी को लोन दे दिए. दीज आर सम ऑफ दीज थिंग्स. कैश फ्रॉम इन्वेस्टिंग एक्टिविटी, सो इनके पास जो एक्स्ट्रा कैश पड़ा हुआ था जो इनके एसेट्स में था, दे स्टार्टेड इन्वेस्टिंग इन मार्केट और दे स्टार्टेड इन्वेस्टिंग इट इन अदर बिजनेसेस. सो वो भी इतना इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं होता. कैश फ्लो फ्रॉम ऑपरेटिंग एक्टिविटी इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग. सो दैट इज व्हाट आई लुक एट. टेकिंग अ लुक एट द प्रॉफिट फ्रॉम ऑपरेशंस इज अगेन मार्च 2016 से पहले नहीं देखना, क्योंकि 5 years is more than enough to actually give you a very clear and concise view on to what is happening more or less here. Yeah, so 230 crores profit, 282, 362, and as of March 2021 it's 507 crores. Again there's a small dip. 527 था March 20 में and 21 में it dipped to 507. So their inventory जो है it was positive and then it was negative. So यहाँ पे देखो inventory की इनकी cost आई, that is जिसमें इसका 15 करोड़ इनका गया from the cash flow from operating activity. और essentially if you were to actually look at the net cash flow, so it is 6 crores but it has started to gradually increase to 131 crores. But again यहाँ पे dip आ रखा है, which worries me a little कि ठीक है कंपनी क्या कर रही है, that we need to look at. और मैं अभी डॉक्यूमेंट्स में नहीं जाऊंगा because I have to like take a look at some other sectors, other stocks as well. So because of which मैं सिर्फ अभी so documents में आपको recommend करूंगा. If you actually decide that you are going to invest in Heidelberg Cement, if you find that it is within your budget and you want to actually take a bet on the stock, please go through the annual reports, please go through the documents. उसके बिना आप लोगों को आइडिया नहीं लगेगा कि कंपनी ने क्या डिसीजन ली है. What is the management thinking about expanding? What is the management thinking about growing this business? So that's it about this. Heidelberg promoter holding is constant 69.39% से आज भी holding है. FII holding has decreased. So okay, FIIs ने अपना पैसा इसमें से हटा दिया है. From March 2021 में 8% था, लेकिन December 2021 पे 5% पे आ गया. DIIs on the other hand have actually increased their holding in the stock. Public holding has remained somewhat constant. No, not exactly constant. It has also increased. Back in March 2019 में it was at 11% and March 2021 में it's at 13%. December की बात करें 14%. So public is also like getting their trust. They have their trust in this thing and they are investing. ये था Heidelberg Cement. Now अगर मैं एक स्टॉक उठा के so I'm sorry वो नहीं हो पाएगा. So I have to I will take a look at 2 other stocks जिसका हम discuss करेंगे. And before I do that, let's take a look at the Infra Tracker small case. It's a free of cost small case that you need to know. So companies to efficiently track and invest in the infrastructure sector. Now, जैसा मैंने बताया, looking at the document that all these stocks, be it KNR Construction, Pnc Infratec, these companies are actually going to make money off of this thing, off of the policies announced in the budget 22, and based off of that, let's see कितने stocks right now Infratracker small case में है. You can consider investing in small case if you don't want to actually take the stress of having to manage your money, बार बार इसे रीबैलेंस ना करना पड़े और आपको लगता है कि ना नो कि ये मेरा सिर दर्द हो जाएगा, लेट somebody else handle my money, and this is a free of cost small case. So consider investing in this. Again, this is not any kind of recommendation, this is only for educational purposes. Please keep that in mind. You must do your own research. क्योंकि अगर आप कल बोलते हैं कि मैंने तो भुवन ने बोला था कि इसमें पैसा डाल दो, मेरा पैसा डूब गया, think from a long term perspective first of all. And when I say this, you also need to keep in mind that I lost my train of thought. Okay, yeah, I'm back. So अगर आपका नुकसान होता है, so आप मेरे पे ब्लेम करोगे, मेरा नुकसान नहीं होगा, क्योंकि आप सिर्फ ब्लेम कर रहे हो, आपका ही नुकसान हो रहा है. So keep that in mind. Very very essential to actually keep this thing in mind. Okay, so why should you invest in this small case? यहाँ पे ये बता रहे हैं, and it is created by Windmill Capital. So Windmill Capital is a very known firm जो small case के इन्होंने बहुत सारे small cases बनाए हुए हैं that you must know. So why should you invest? The infrastructure sector is key driver for Indian economy as it is responsible for India's overall development and enjoys intense focus of the government. India grow कर रहा है, number one. बड़ी बड़ी बिल्डिंग्स बन रही है. अगर आप गुरुग्राम जा रहे हो, अगर आप नोएडा में जाते हो, even in Bombay, all these old buildings are, they are actually getting reconstructed. All the नई चीजें बन रही हैं. So you must look at the fact that that we are going to see massive growth, and infrastructure is an important part of India's growing economy. For sustainable development of the country, India requires $50 trillion investment in its infrastructure by 2022. As part of budget 21, तो ये last year के budget है, enhanced outlay of 1.18 lakh crores for Ministry of Road Transport and Highway has been provided, of which 1 lakh crore is for capital expenditure. It is the highest ever. March 2022, 8,500 kilometers of road projects will be awarded, and an additional of 11,000 kilometers of national highway corridors will be completed. Okay, good thing. FDI in the construction development sector, township, housing, built-up infrastructure, construction development projects, and construction infrastructure activities stood at $25.66 billion and US $16.84 billion between April 2000 to March 2020. So it has been like यहाँ पे essentially जो activities हैं, it is growing, and जो है उसमें पैसा डाला जा रहा है. Second, India is world's second largest cement producer. The country's overall cement production capacity was 545 million ton in FY20 and accounted for 8% global installed capacity in FY20. Now, this is such a great thing. So, India is second largest cement producer, और शायद से ये फिर export भी करते होंगे, with a capacity of 545 million ton in FY20. Great news. This small case comprises of construction and engineering, water management, cables, port, cement companies. चलो देखते हैं, और एक बार इनका equity multi cap कौन सा होता है. So इसका देखते हैं 5-year track charts. How much has it performed? So if you had invested 100 रुपए 2017 में, equity multi cap would have actually given you 9% return, whereas Infratracker gave you a return of 13% 5 साल पहले. Then equity multi cap actually took off, 17% का रिटर्न आया, and Infratracker actually went down. 2020 पे अप्रैल 2020 में दोनों का लॉस हो गया, आपका पैसा डूब जाता मोर और लेस इसमें अगर आपने इन्वेस्ट करा होता. So that would not have been ideal. But since then it has been giving you, so अगर 100 रुपए अगर आपने 5 साल पहले डाले होते, you would have gotten a return of easy 82% on Infratracker और इक्विटी मल्टी कैप पे आपका वो पैसा होता है इस टाइम पे 200 rupees. Infra tracker होता 120 to 82%. So you would have gotten almost 80 to 80%, 70 to 80% return on this thing. Windmill Capital they created as they are SEBI registered research analyst firm creating all these thematic and quantum model portfolios since 2016. ठीक है. So now take a look at all these. अरे यार मेरे को लॉगिन करना पड़ेगा क्या? 1 second. One second, मेरे को लॉगिन कर दो. Then we will. I will show you the screen. ऐसे दिखा सकता ना. एक सेकंड बस. Yeah, we're done. We're done. Yeah, we are back in. So इसके अंदर minimum investment amount is of 20,000 rupees. So if you are someone who actually does not earn that much or 20,000 is a higher amount of it, so make sure that you actually look at it from a perspective कि कौन कौन से स्टॉक में आप इन्वेस्ट करते हो. It's your choice. अगर आपके पास पैसा है and you want to invest कि ना I want it to be managed by the windmill team, उनके फंड मैनेजर को इन्वेस्ट करने दो. It's your choice. If you decide that आपने स्टॉक्स देख लिए, it's a free of cost stock, so based on that आप अपना खुद एक पूरा स्मॉल केस बना सकते हो to decide that मेरे को in stocks में actually I want to take positions and I'm going to allocate this much weightage. So taking a look at that, so segment competition is construction materials का weightage है 33%, marine ports and services 17% इसका weightage है, construction and engineering, so construction materials का 33% and construction and engineering companies 29% weightage and electrical components and equipment 19% weightage. So construction materials में आ जाएगा अंबुजा सीमेंट्स, हिडरबर्ग सीमेंट्स, अभी जिसका मैंने एनालिसिस करके दिखाया एंड इट इज हाईएस्ट ऑफ ऑल ऑफ देम. सो 13.9% जो है वेटेज है इसका हिडरबर्ग का. पूरा एनालिसिस करा तो स्टॉक मुझे अच्छा लगता है. आई विल एक्चुअली पुट माई मनी बट अभी नहीं करूंगा. आई विल एक्चुअली स्टार्ट इन्वेस्टिंग इन हिडरबर्ग मोस्ट लाइकली बाय मार्च. रैमको सीमेंट्स अगेन अदर सीमेंट्स कंपनी. सो यहाँ पे देखते हैं कौन कौन से स्टॉक्स यहाँ पे दिखाए हुए हैं जिसमें है अंबुजा सीमेंट आ गया ना. देखो अंबुजा सीमेंट इसके अंदर भी था. अंबुजा सीमेंट इन कंस्ट्रक्शन मटेरियल. सो वी आर गोइंग टू सी इलेक्ट्रिकल कंपोनेंट्स में आ गया केई इंडस्ट्रीज की या केई आई एम नॉट एंड पॉलीकैब. पॉलीकैब अगेन वाज दिस पार्ट ऑफ दिस डॉक्यूमेंट. आई थिंक आई सॉ दैट. या पॉलीकैब इंडिया आ गया. पॉलीकैब and KE Industries is also part of this thing. So again, this looks like a good small case to me. Then coming to this KNR Constructions, Larsen and Toubro, L&T is a massive organization. You do not have to actually consider that this thing. So company KNR Construction, let's take a look. है यहाँ पे. Yeah, KNR Construction भी है. So okay, so ये document that was created by Devjani Mukherjee and Shashank ने मिलके जो ये document बनाया, it is very clear and concise document. All credit goes to those guys. I wish मेरे पास भी कोई ऐसा बंदा होता जो मेरे लिए documents बनाता to be able to give you all this clear and concise. But ठीक है, I'm using Shashank's stuff. I hope he won't mind. He's a good friend. And Pnc Infratec. Pnc Infratec is again a construction engineering company. Let's take a look. KNR Construction, Pnc Infratec. I heard. Yeah, KNR Construction and Pnc Infratec. Both of these companies are in this. So इनका weightage है 9% to allocated to KNR Construction, and Pnc Infratec has 8% allocation. So 30% of this, अगर आप market cap से देखना चाहेंगे with this small case, the distribution here is 30% allocated to large cap, 20% allocated to mid cap, and small cap may, because if you have a little higher risk taking ability, then this small case basket would be for you with 49% allocation to small cap stocks. and you have the ability to invest in this small case, or you can customize it according to your needs. So अगर ये गुजरात पीपा पोर्ट लिमिटेड है, I would remove it altogether if it was me, and I would put in more money to Adani Ports and special economic zone. That would be my take on this. And coming back to the news, so इसमें मनी कंट्रोल की न्यूज़ है, and Ambuja, they will release their quarterly earnings. Adani makes debut in Bengal with Haldia dock projects. So again, Adani is more or less always going to end up winning all these ports and stocks. Yeah. One sec. Yeah. Coming back. When I say ki, Adani is actually winning all these ports, the thing is he has proven experience in the past of being able to, prove his mettle in this field. So, मेरा allocation, if I was to actually invest in this, so मैं इसमें गुजरात पीपा वाव Port Limited में I would not actually put my money in this. I would rather put my money in Adani Ports and Special Economic Zone Limited. That would be ideal. And अभी Heidelberg Cement का पूरा I showed you analysis, but again please make sure that you do your own research and go through the annual reports of the company. Take a look कि इनका जो assets है, why did that increase, why did that decrease in 2021, take a look कि इनकी sales में जो decrease हुआ किस वजह से हुआ, क्या it was pandemic induced or maybe there was some other decision by the management, anything like that. तो ये था पूरा Infratec स्मॉल केस. अब इसके अंदर एक मैं कंपनी लूंगा केई इंडस्ट्रीज या पॉलीकैब लूं. एक मिनट चार्ट पे देखता हूं, अगर आप में से कोई चार्ट में बोलता तो आपका भी डिसीजन ले लेते हैं. ओके, अब इसके अंदर एक मैं कंपनी लूंगा केई इंडस्ट्रीज या पॉलीकैब लूं. या सो ओके परफेक्ट. ठीक है, चार्ट पे तो अभी आपने से किसी सजेशन नहीं दिया, सो पॉलीकैब लेता हूँ एंड आई विल टेक वन अदर ऑफ पीएनसी इंफ्राटेक स्टार्टिंग विद पॉलीकैब. लेट्स डू एनालिसिस. इससे लॉग आउट कर लेते हैं. और हाँ, इसका वो करूंगा मैं, माइंड दैट. सो पॉलीकैब का और केएनसी इंफ्राटेक, केएनआर पीएनसी इंफ्राटेक, ठीक है, इन दो का अभी एनालिसिस करेंगे एंड देन आई विल डू छोटा सा बेस्ड ऑन द टाइम दैट वी हैव. वी ऑल्सो नीड टू डू द बोर्ड थिंग, और बोर्ड का डॉक्यूमेंट मैंने भी नहीं पढ़ा है टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट विथ यू, सो आई विल बी गोइंग थ्रू इट अलॉन्ग साइड यू गाइस. ठीक है. So Polycarb India Limited has current price of 2,367. The market cap stands at 35,000 crores. So it's a mid cap stock. Dividend yield low है. Face value of ₹10. Good. 1 year chart, taking a look at it, we are seeing that the stock stood at ₹1,300 at March 2021, and it has actually jumped to 2,600 in Jan 2,700 in fact in Jan 22. So almost एक साल में they have given good return. Taking a look at the 5-year chart, the stock has been growing. तो अगर जून अगर आपने 2019 में लिया होता, it would have been a high multi-bagger for you, क्योंकि from 24th May 2019 या 26th April 2019 the stock price stood at 644 rupees. And same if I say that in September, even if आपने सिर्फ वेट किया होता 2 साल till April, 23rd April, the stock price moved to 1,485 rupees. So that's an awesome achievement. Like आपको एक multi-bagger मिल गया, you have made an insane profit. But even looking at this, looking at the chart, the stock is actually still growing. सिर्फ एक हल्का सा ये डिप आया, बट इट इज बिकॉज दैट होल मार्केट इज डाउन राइट नाउ and we are seeing this quantitative tightening going on where the companies are essentially trying to remove liquidity from the market. So keep that in mind. देखते हैं, company is debt free, company is expected to give a good quarter. Again, these are all expectations, pure speculation. Do not actually rely on this thing. But the company has delivered good profit growth of 36% CAGR over the last 5 years. That is a good thing that we must look at. Peer comparison में it is in cables, so cables and power industry that it actually is a part of, and so amongst ultra cab India, dynamic cables, universal cables, it stands highest. It has the highest market cap with 35,000 crores market cap that you need to look at. Quarterly results नहीं, consolidated figures, yeah. So sales growth देखते हैं from 2016, 5 साल का, लास्ट 5 से 6 साल का डेटा लो, दैट इज मोर देन इनफ, यू कैन सी. सो 5,200 crores in 2016 was their sales. March 2021 में it increased to 8,900 crores. ठीक है, इंक्रीमेंट हुआ. So their sales growth percentage has been 5%. In 2018 it was 23%, 17%, 10%. But 2020 से 21 में their actually growth was not that high. It is just 1% growth. Okay, we have to find out why. So whenever you are going to go through all these stocks, you need to look at कि ना जहाँ पे भी आपको एक नंबर लगा कि shit, this number doesn't make sense. कि यहाँ पे ये इतना नंबर क्यों आया? For me, this 1% growth is like, what is going on here? क्या हुआ? So वहीं पे हमें देखने की जरूरत है कि okay, let's take out the annual report of March 2021. And start reading that, because that will give us key, okay, what was the decision that the management took, or what happened in the company that their sales growth actually went down. Growth down हुई है, negative नहीं गई है. Keep that in mind. Take so expenses भी देखते हैं. So company has high expenses also. So 4,700 crores, 5,000 crores, 6,000, 7,000. So इनके expenses increase हो जा रही हैं. Why is that? So material cost. Is it the material cost? Okay, 75% of that expenses is actually going to 72, 69, 70% is in materials cost. So जो ये materials ले रहे हैं. Then comes manufacturing cost. That is pretty low, 7%, 6%. In March 2018, the manufacturing cost actually peaked at 75%. But otherwise, if you look at the data here, it's just 7%, 8%, 5%. So manufacturing cost is not that high. Employee cost is completely stable. ठीक है, so there must be no attrition in the company, only at 4%, that's the cost, and there is then other cost which is at 6%. So the massive expense that the company is undertaking is with the material cost. The materials that they are purchasing to build the cables, that is expensive, and you can see here in the data that it is somewhere around 70% of the cost of the expenses is going in the materials. Operating profit देखते हैं. 492 crores in March 2016 and 1167 crores in 2021. Okay, that is growing. So operating profit margin देखते हैं. 9%, 9%, 11%, 12%, 13%, 13%. बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं है. या ट्रेलिंग 12 months का भी यहाँ पे आ रहा है 11% है. बहुत ज़्यादा ऑपरेटिंग मार्जिन नहीं है. I would have preferred कि it would have stood at somewhere around 25% या above operating margin होता है. That would have been really awesome. But ठीक है, it's not bad क्योंकि sales are growing, expenses भी इनके grow हो रहे हैं. So expenses, if they actually find a way to actually reduce the material cost somehow, that's where their profit margin will actually grow. All these operating profit. Taking a look at the profit before tax that they are paying off. So it's 265 crore in March 2016, 1,000 crores in 2021 March. Okay, that has grown, and net profit has also grown. So but 185 crores 2016 से grow होके it reached to 882 crores 2021 में. So 233 crores, 358 crores, 500 crores, 759 crores. Good. Okay. Net profit भी grow हो रहा है. Compounded profit growth, if you were to look at the last 5 years, it's at 36%, जैसा बताया था. Stock price in the last 1 year has actually 78%. That would have been just awesome. मतलब 78% is good easily. और अगर 29 मतलब 2019 में लिया होता जैसे मैंने दिखाया, it would have been a multi bagger for you if you had bought it at that point in time. Coming back to balance sheet, again take a look at the reserves and the borrowings, because to me these are the two important factors that I definitely need to take a look at. So their reserves have increased from 1600 crores in March 2016 to 4600 crores in March 2021. Whereas when it comes to the borrowings, again this is a good thing. Now take a look here. 796 crore 2016, 856 crore हुआ, तो increase हुई borrowing. So they must have taken some kind of loan, कुछ भी loan लिया, debt they onboarded through bank, something like that. 800 crore हुआ, लेकिन they actually ended up paying off 272 crores पे आ गए. So यहाँ March 2018 से March 2019 में we saw that they were able to pay off their debt, and that is why their reserves dipped. So 2200 crore से इनका reserves भी increase हो गया, and their borrowings went down significantly. So essentially they actually went down, their borrowings became 20%, 25% बन गया 800 crore से 272 crore, और they actually again increased. 2020 में 157 crore हो गया था, but अभी 250 crore पे it stands. Their borrowings company के, so they must have onboarded, taken on another loan लिया, क्या लिया हमें नहीं पता. They did some kind of debt financing, more or less. Okay. Again, cash flow from operating activities. Cash flow में हमेशा, this is the most important thing that you need to take a look at, कि cash flow from operating activity is the only number that I feel that is important. 221 crore that you see is from March 2016, and right now in March 2021, wow. So March 2019 में their number was 1200 crores. It dropped significantly. उनका cash flow drop हुआ 244 crore में. So that was a massive drop. लेकिन वहीं से उन्होंने दोबारा से उसे रिटर्न ले लिया 1238 करोड़. सो यहाँ पे जैसा मैं देख रहा हूँ, you need to take a look at the annual report of 2020 या फिर इन्वेस्टर प्रेजेंटेशन जो 2020 के क्वार्टर में हुई, बिकॉज यहाँ पे हमें डेटा मिल रहा है कि इतना सिग्निफिकेंट ड्रॉप कैसे आया 244 करोड़ का इन कैश फ्लो फ्रॉम ऑपरेटिंग एक्टिविटी. वी हैव नो आइडिया कि ऐसा क्यों हुआ है. दैट इज प्रीटी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट यू मस्ट टेक अ लुक एट. लेकिन वहीं से उन्होंने दोबारा से उसे रिटर्न क्या. So their inventory cost took a dip of negative 630 crores. तो शायद से उसकी वजह से हो सकता है कि their inventory actually got positive और फिर से negative हो गई. Profit from operation में इनका loss हुआ in inventory 59 crores का, and loan का कोई advance नहीं pay करा. ठीक है. Direct taxes, so 300 crore they actually paid direct taxes, 180 crores, 241 crores in 2021. ठीक है, ओके. मतलब कैश फ्लो फ्रॉम ऑपरेटिंग एक्टिविटी, मतलब जहां तक मुझे पता है, यू मस्ट टेक अ लुक एट कि इनका कैश फ्लो कहाँ गया 2020 में, मार्च 2020. दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर यू टू मेक एनी काइंड ऑफ स्पेकुलेशन ऑन इट. और नेट कैश फ्लो देयर हैज बीन मार्च 2017 से मार्च 2018 में नेगेटिव था, 2020 में फिर से इनका नेट कैश फ्लो नेगेटिव था. So obviously, so the company would have actually dipped down. शेयर होल्डिंग पैटर्न पे जाते हैं. सो कंपनी का 68% था 2019 में और 68% तक गया है वो. सो ठीक है, प्रोमोटर्स आर होल्डिंग ऑन टू देयर इक्विटी. FIIs ने इंक्रीज कर दी अपनी होल्डिंग 3% से 6% 2019 से 2021 तक. DIIs ने डिक्रीज करी है, 14% थी पहले, 8.6% हो गई. एंड पब्लिक का ट्रस्ट बढ़ गया. 2019 में थी इसकी होल्डिंग 13%, राइट नाउ इट स्टैंड्स एट 16.7%. ओके, सो पब्लिक ट्रस्ट दिस स्टॉक. वुड आई इन्वेस्ट इन दिस स्टॉक? नो, क्योंकि अगर मेरा पर्सपेक्टिव लो, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इट्स एक्चुअली कॉस्टली फॉर मी, सिंपल एज दैट. क्योंकि आई प्रेफर टू बाय स्टॉक्स bunch of around 20 to 30 stocks at the very least when I take positions in a stock, and it will take out a massive chunk off of my whole investment. So that is not ideal for me, at least. कि I want, if I buy 10 stocks, 20,000 rupees तो ऐसे चले गए. I would prefer to buy a mid-level stock जिसका price हो 1,000 or 1,500. 2,300 is rich for me. I'm being very honest here. I'm being very honest. So that is something that I believe in. At the very least, when take positions in a stock and it will take out a massive chunk of my whole investment. So that is not ideal for me at least. I want if I buy 10 stock. Okay. So Polycarb India हो गया. Now the another stock was था PNC Infratec जिसको हमने देखना था. After that बोर्ड का एनालिसिस नहीं हो पाएगा सर यार. Infratec आज जाओ. Okay. So PNC Infratec is a small cap stock with a market cap of 7,450. Right now their close price is 290 rupees as of February 11th, जो Friday था कल. And it went to a high of 396. Okay, so इसका हाई वहां तक गया था. 5-year chart देखते हैं. 5-year chart and 17th March 2017 में it was trading at 113 rupees. And अगर March 2021 में देखते हैं, March 2021 में it went up to 254 rupees. Okay, so the stock price has grown up. बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं. So it was somewhere stable from 2017 October to February 2020. So यहाँ तक ये almost stable till February 2021. Not a lot of change in price, but 2021 से it actually went up a little bit. बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं. It went up to its peak of 377 rupees in October 2021. उसके बाद से it has started to come down. Maybe it's because of market correction. Possible. क्योंकि market is down. Maybe it's because of some other factor we have to check. So आ जाओ analysis करते हैं. Company is expected to give a good quarter. Profit growth of 5 years, 19-20% CAGR. Debtor days have improved from 31 to 24 days. Okay. Cons में है they have a contingent liability of 2,400 crores. So they have liability. देखते हैं वो क्या liabilities हैं company की. And when it comes to, so it's in construction sector. So अगर peer comparison करें, it stands at number 4 and it's a small cap. Macrotech Developers नाम करके कंपनी है that has a massive mid cap stock होगा I would say with a market cap of 61,000 crores. And that is actually trading the highest, and PNC Infratech comes at number 4 with a market cap of 7,000 crores and stock CMP at 290 rupees. Taking a look at profit and loss figures. So again, last 6 years, 2016. With percentage. Yeah. 2,800 crores था इनका sales growth, sales number, and it actually dipped. 20% से इनका dip हुआ sales growth में, मतलब नीचे चली गई 2,200 crores पे हो गई. Then it increased to 2,400 crores in 2018. March 2019 में it went up significantly 3,700 crores. March 2020, wow, again high growth. And 2021 में was not that high growth, 3% sales growth. So March 2016 में 2018 से 2017 में you need to take a look at इनकी sales dip क्यों हुई, इनकी growth इतनी ज़्यादा क्यों नहीं हुई, बल्कि growth नेगेटिव चली गई क्योंकि लास्ट ईयर के कंपैरिजन में दे परफॉर्म वेरी पोअरली. सो यहाँ पे इनकी एनुअल रिपोर्ट आपको पढ़नी होगी 2017 की टू टेक अ लुक कि 20% जो डिप आया वेयर डिड इट कम फ्रॉम. एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम इट इनकी ग्रोथ रही है 56%, 48%. तो सेल्स ग्रोथ एक्चुअली गुड, शोज गुड नंबर. एक्सपेंसेस देखते हैं. मटेरियल कॉस्ट इज ऑफ 33%. So their expenses are also in line with their sales growth. So 2,000 crore, 1,600 crores, 1,600 crores, 2,700 crores, 4,000, 4,370. Okay. So material cost comprises of 33% of जो expenses है. Then manufacturing cost is at 34, 37. That is decreasing. Okay, so in manufacturing cost में they have actually put in money that actually gives me an indication that maybe they have bought new machinery, maybe they have bought some new plants. जिस वजह से इनकी manufacturing cost नीचे गई and they are investing in that. Good thing. Employee cost is 4%, 5%, 5.3% latest. Not too much to worry about. And other cost B is at 6%, 8%. ठीक है. Nothing to actually worry about too much. Taking a look at the operating profit of the company, it's at in 2016 it's at 622 rupees. I'm sorry, and 2021 में it's at 104,418 crores. So इनका प्रॉफिट मार्जिन ओके सही है, अच्छा है. ऑपरेटिंग प्रॉफिट मार्जिन इज एट 22%, 27, 32, 27%. 27%, and then you see 24%, 24%, 23%. So इनका प्रॉफिट मार्जिन भी इंक्रीज हो रहा है. दे हाईएस्ट एक्चुअली दे हैड इट वाज 32% इन 2018. तो जैसा कि मैंने कहा ना, 2017 का जो आपको रिपोर्ट पढ़नी होगी कि क्या डिप आया जिसकी वजह से देयर वाज स्टिल ग्रोथ. सो देयर वाज सम काइंड ऑफ अ डिप जो 2017 में आया, आपको वो पढ़ना होगा. दैट विल गिव यू अ वेरी क्लियर इंडिकेटर whether to invest in the stock or not. To me, what I'm looking at right now, it actually shows it's a good indicator. The company is growing, the sales is continuously growing, their expenses are also going down, and the profit margin is at 24%. It's good. At least मेरे लिए तो है. Profit before tax वही 2017 में डिप है, but otherwise there is not a massive dip. Continuously their profit before tax is growing. Again 209 crores में था 2016 में March. Net profit was 209 crores, and 2021 March it was at 497 crores. So more than double amount हो गया. Compounded profit growth 10 years की थी 21%. Good. Okay. थोड़ा सा better than average, I would say. Better than average, 21% compounded profit growth. And stock price किगर जो compounded and growth हुआ इसकी थी 23% in the last 5 years. तो अगर आपने इसे 5 साल पहले स्टॉक को खरीदा होता, you would have been sitting on very good profit. The stock. Balance sheet में again reserves and borrowings, that are my thing that I always look at. 1300, 1400, 1600, 1900, 2500, 3000, 3200. तो इनका रिजर्व्स इंक्रीज हो रहे हैं. जो कंपनी का जो ट्रेजरी है, दे आर एक्चुअली सिटिंग गुड. बोरिंग्स ऑन दी अदर हैंड हैज आल्सो इंक्रीज. सो कंपनी के ऊपर डेट है, ये देखो, क्योंकि यहां पे देखो आप 1600 करोड़ था इनका बोरिंग जब इनका कैपिटल रिजर्व था सिर्फ 1300 करोड़ का. फिर 1900 करोड़ का मार्च 2017 में 1400 करोड़ इनका रिजर्व है. सो देयर बोरिंग्स आल्सो इंक्रीज. सो कंपनी कॉन्टिन्यूसली लोन ले रही है, बैंक पे जा रही है to actually maybe grow the company. Maybe they are actually investing in some other thing जिसका हमें आइडिया लगेगा if you actually take a look at the annual report, जो कि बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. मैं हमेशा रेकमेंड करूंगा, जो चीज़ मैं रेकमेंड करूंगा that is to take a look at the annual report of the company. Very, very, very important. Now coming to cash flows. Cash flow from operating activity. Cash flow from operating activity from March 2016 was, so March 2015 में it was 247 crore, but it actually dipped down in March 2016 to 94 crore only. We have no idea क्या हुआ यहाँ पे, देखते हैं. So profit from operations तो almost same रहा, बल्कि profit from operations increase भी हुआ 286 से 612 करोड़, और payables भी सही हैं, inventory went down. तो ये देखना कि इनका 2016 में इनका कैश फ्लो इतना डिक्रीज क्यों हुआ 247 94 करोड़, बट दे एक्चुअली वेंट बैक अप, दे रिकवर 285 करोड़ कैश फ्लो आया, 591, देन अगेन अ डिप ऑफ 197 करोड़ इन 2019. तो ये जो नंबर्स हैं ये दिमाग में आते हैं कि दीज आर नॉट कंसिस्टेंट विद व्हाट यू आर थिंकिंग अबाउट, एंड दैट इज व्हाई तुम्हें अगर किसी भी स्टॉक में इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो, यू नीड टू टेक अ लुक एट द बैलेंस शीट एंड द नंबर्स, बिकॉज नंबर्स टेल द ट्रुथ. मैथ्स इज द लैंग्वेज ऑफ द यूनिवर्स. अगर आप भगवान में बिलीव करते हो तो मैथ्स में बिलीव करो, ये बोलूंगा मैं. सॉरी. ओके, गेटिंग बैक टू दिस. सो कैश फ्लो फ्रॉम मार्च 2020 का ये था, एंड अगेन मार्च 2021 का 186. दिस डज नॉट मेक सेंस. तो यहाँ पे कुछ गड़बड़ है, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट आई एम गोइंग टू एक्चुअली वेट इट आउट. आई विल सी कि व्हाट इज द कंपनी डूइंग, कि इनका नेट कैश फ्लो में ऐसे गड़बड़ है, आ रही है या नहीं है. नेट कैश फ्लो is only 1 crore in March 2021 from 549 crores. तो आप देख रहे हो कि कुछ हुआ है जो हमें आइडिया नहीं है क्या है. शेयर होल्डिंग पैटर्न इज कांस्टेंट. प्रोमोटर्स का 56%, FIIs ने इंक्रीज कर दी 6% से 10% 2019 से 2021. DIIs ने भी इंक्रीज कर दी अपनी होल्डिंग्स 21% से 28% 2019 to 2021. Public actually decided that they lost interest in the company, so 15% से 4% पे आ गए पब्लिक की होल्डिंग. तो दिस इज व्हाट द डेटा टेल्स अस, और ये है मेरा इसका छोटा मोटा सा एनालिसिस. मैं एनुअल रिपोर्ट्स नहीं पढ़ रहा क्योंकि इट एक्चुअली टेक्स अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम, और टाइम की ही जो है ना थोड़ी सी कमी रहती है ऑब्वियसली. तो ये था एनालिसिस PNC Infratec का. PNC Infratec का हमने एनालिसिस करा. देन वी डिड एनालिसिस ऑन हीडलबर्ग सीमेंट, और हमने किया पॉलीकैब इंडिया का एनालिसिस. क्या मैं पॉलीकैब में इन्वेस्ट करूंगा? नहीं. क्या मैं PNC Infratec में इन्वेस्ट करूंगा? आई विल वेट एंड वॉच, क्योंकि देर आर सम थिंग्स जो मुझे लग रही हैं दैट आई फील दे आर अ बिट रिस्की एंड आई डोंट हैव कंप्लीट इंफॉर्मेशन येट टू एक्चुअली टेक पोजीशंस इन दिस स्टॉक. एंड बोट IPO, चलो तो थोड़ा सा करूंगा, मैं ज्यादा नहीं लूंगा बोट IPO के लिए. आई विल मेक इट कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट वीडियो ऑन अ डिफरेंट डे, सो वेट इट आउट. So board is set to float its IPO with a valuation of 2,000 crores, with a valuation of 1.5 to 2 billion. तो है ना अमन गुप्ता सर, हमारे अमन गुप्ता, हम भी बना लेंगे. They are going to set. So board, one of the largest direct-to-consumer audio-focused electronics brand is in India, is set to file a draft hearing prospectus for 2,000 crores initial public offering with SEBI this week. New Delhi-based company is expecting to seek a valuation of 1.5 to 2 billion in the IPO float this year. Private equity major, the largest shareholder in board, has 36% stake with divest shares worth 700 to 800 crore. So Warburg Pincus, their largest shareholder, they are going to sell their shares in this IPO. So उनका जो है वो they are going to sell off, and there will be an equal mix of fresh stock and offer for sale. So it's going to be fresh stock will be also given out, and there will be offer for sale. जो previously जो shareholders है, they are also selling for their equity. Co-founders Aman Gupta, हमारे अमन सर जी, and Sameer Mehta own 56% of the firm, are expected to dilute a minor part of their holding. Okay, so because of their trust in the company, they are not going to dilute a lot of their holding in the company. Take a look at the shareholders of both. So 1.3% others. Aman Gupta holds 28% equity in the company. Sameer Mehta, who's the chief product officer in the company, also holds 28.1%. Warburg Pincus 36%. Fireside Ventures 3.7%, and 2.6% is held by Qualcomm Ventures. Okay. Boat was last valued at 2,200 crores when it raised 50 crores from Qualcomm Ventures in April last year. So 2021 में जो उन्होंने fundraising की थी, it now eyeing a valuation of 5 to 6 times of its revenue for this fiscal. 5 to 6 times revenue is a really high amount. So expected होता है usually 2 to 3 times, but 5 to 6 times maybe because they have established a brand, और Shark Tank की वजह से उनको इतनी अच्छी publicity मिली Aman Gupta को, that they decided that this might be nothing but the best time to actually start looking at IPO. However, said final IPO pricing may still change depending on external market conditions. Board's parent, Imagine Marketing Private Limited, has converted into a public company to facilitate IPO, and the DHRP has been filed. ये थोड़ी सी पुरानी न्यूज़ में पढ़ रहा हूँ. I have the document with me. Founded in 2016, Boat emerged as prominent homegrown D2C brand that challenged market leaders in earphones and wearable space. Net profit, they clocked 78 crores in the year of March 21 on the back of 1,500 crore revenue. So 1,500 crore का revenue था. So they had profit of 78 crore, and so बाकी का इनका expenses में चला गया. जो भी revenue था, then there must have been certain taxes. Boat and Mamaearth. So Mamaearth again, Shark Tank वाले लोग, Ghazal Alag, Varun Alag, are among the first set of D2C brands that started online only and now expanding through offline channels. So बोर्ड तो पूरा का पूरा Amazon पे था. Like even अमन गुप्ता said Shark Tank में बोले that you know they have उन्होंने अपना पूरा market establish करा है on Amazon. The plan comes as you. ठीक है, ये था इसका. अच्छा हाँ, यहाँ पे एक जरूरी बात मैं बताना चाहूंगा कि बोर्ड ऑल्सो साइंड 50-50 जॉइंट जेवी joint venture electronic manufacturers Dixon Technologies Limited. So right now they are actually moving away from China. So board case 78%, 83% of the product are made in China, but now it's going to become a joint venture 50-50 with Dixon Technologies. So it's going to become a make in India product. That is a very proud moment for all of us as Indians. That अरे वाह, this is going to happen and this is a very good news that I feel कि अच्छी बात है इंडिया में हम लोग ये पैसा डालेगा. एंड या ठीक है, लेट्स गो. लेट मी जूम इन ताकि आप लोगों को दिखे. ये रहा. सो ये रहा रेड हेरिंग प्रोस्पेक्टस ऑफ बोर्ड इमेजिन मार्केटिंग प्राइवेट लिमिटेड. सो इनका ऑफिस है चकाला अंधेरी रजिस्टर्ड ऑफिस. कॉर्पोरेट ऑफिस है हाउसकास विलेज साउथ दिल्ली में. अच्छा, हाउसकास में है इनका ऑफिस. सही है. ओके. So, promoters of the company, Sameer Mehta and Aman Gupta, are founders and promoters. Initial public offering face value of ₹1 each, with aggregating up to 20,000 million. 20,000 million कितने होते हैं? 2,000 करोड़. 2,000 करोड़, हाँ वही बोला. So fresh issue होगा up to 9,000 करोड़. 9,000 करोड़ का होगा fresh issue, which will be offered to the public, and offer for sale would be of 11,000 crore. नो 900 करोड़ एंड 1100 करोड़. मेरे को मिलियन से थोड़ा कंफ्यूज हो जाता हूँ. आई एम सॉरी. वुड बी एन ऑफर फॉर सेल. जो हमने देखा मार्क वॉर्बर्ग पिनकस, दे आर एक्चुअली सेलिंग देयर इक्विटी. सो राइट नाउ द इक्विटी शेयर इज एग्रीगेटिंग अप टू ₹15 million ऑफ ऑफर फॉर एम्प्लॉय रिजर्वेशन पोर्शन. सो ESOP होते हैं, इक्विटी स्टॉक ऑप्शन, सो उनके लिए भी है. एंड ओके, selling. Investors selling. So South Lake Investment Limited, they are actually selling their investment of 800 crores. Going down. Okay, so these are the companies: Axis Capital, BofA Securities, Credit Suisse, ICICI Securities, Link in Time. These are the investment bankers that they have decided to partner with. जो इनका पूरा का पूरा equity sale they will be looking at. So Credit Suisse, ICICI, Axis, they will be investment bankers जो इस पूरे IPO को they will be taking a look at and getting this done. 63. The offer. Fresh issues consist of 900 crores, offer for sale 1100 crores, employee reservation portion would be adding up to ₹15 million. तो जो ESOPs है वो 15 million के. Net offer is up to 2,000 का पूरा इनका net offer है that they are actually giving up. मतलब 1998 crores. QIB, so qualified institutional बैकिंग. क्या एक सेकंड, QIB क्या होता था मैं भूल गया. हाँ, क्वालिफाइड इंस्टीट्यूशनल बायर. सो इसका अभी तक नॉट मोर देन दिस इक्विटी शेयर. आई विल हैव टू चेक दिस. मैं पहली बार एक IPO प्रोस्पेक्टस पढ़ रहा हूँ, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट. सो आई एम न्यू एट दिस. इन द कमिंग लेटर लाइव्स यू विल सी me improve a lot. So forgive me if I make any mistakes in this sort of thing. Non-institutional portion, ठीक है, pre and post. South Lake Ventures is selling it. They are not selling aggregate amount of sale. Okay. Yeah, so take a look at the consolidated statements of assets and liabilities. So non-current assets that they have as of September 2021, property plant is 23 million. So 23 million rupees है. So 23 million हो गया 2.3 करोड़. Right of use assets is 152 million. So 15 करोड़. हाँ 15 करोड़. Intangible assets of 7.7 करोड़. टोटल नॉन करंट एसेट्स एज ऑफ सितंबर 2021 में है ये दिस 382 करोड़. करंट एसेट्स स्टैंड एट 20,000 यार ये मिलियन में है ना 20 million 20,000 करोड़ मे बी. I'm really confused यार. मिलियन और रुपीज जब तुम करते हो ना ऐसे I get confused a lot. I'm so sorry. Equity share capital is total of 6,329 million rupees. So essentially बन गया 632 crores equity shares. Liability 123, so 12.3 crores. Current liabilities, so borrowings है इनकी 7,310 million. So 731 crores. And total current liabilities है अगेन 14,000 करोड़ का नहीं million rupees. Oh God. Income, revenue from operations is 1,500 crores. Total income 500 crores. Expenses came out to be 13,900 crores. So 1,500 करोड़ था. हाँ तो 13,994 करोड़ इनका एक्सपेंसेस है. प्रॉफिट बिफोर टैक्सेस इज 1,500 करोड़. 1,500 नहीं होगा ये होगा 158 करोड़. प्रॉफिट बिफोर टैक्स 158 करोड़. प्रॉफिट फॉर द पीरियड ईयर टोटल नेट प्रॉफिट कितना आया. पर्टिकुलर्स इक्विटी पर शेयर आ गया 11.77. सो बेसिक 6 ईयर. कैश फ्लो फ्रॉम ऑपरेटिंग एक्टिविटी. प्रॉफिट बिफोर टैक्स आ गया ना 1,500 करोड़. एडजस्टमेंट फॉर CCPS. कैश फ्लो फ्रॉम इन्वेस्टिंग एक्टिविटीज नहीं है. नेट कैश फ्लो इज 230 crores. Okay. General information. Sameer Mehta, director, chief executive officer. अरे CEO विवेक गंभीर है. I had no idea. So book running lead managers जैसा कि मैंने बताया, these are these folks. तो ठीक है. Yeah. So when I talk about this thing, so यहाँ पे मेरे को एक पॉइंट बोलना है. वो ये है कि I will talk about boat IPO. मैं इसको थोड़ा सा डॉक्यूमेंट और स्टडी करूंगा. I am new at this, so मैं इसका पूरा रिव्यू नहीं कर रहा है. Essentially क्या है, 2,000 करोड़ का IPO है जिसमें 1,100 करोड़ South Lake Ventures are going to set off. 900 crores are fresh equity offer for sale. Aman Gupta and Sameer Mehta are the main promoters of the company. और इसके अलावा the company is profitable. They actually made a profit of 78 crores on a revenue of 1,500 crores last year. That is जो अभी मैं आपको बहुत जनरल इंफॉर्मेशन दे रहा हूँ. 78% of the products are made in China and they are going to have a joint partnership with Dixon Technologies Private Limited. In the future, जिसके बेसिस पे they will see कि okay कि हमारा ऐसा प्रॉफिट हो रहा है and they will decide okay कि India made products also made in India proud moment वाली बात है. We need to actually also take a look at that. That is important. With that, I will say adieu to you guys. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you for listening in. I really appreciate, अगर आप कमेंट करें in the chat and what not. जो भी अभी देख रहा है एक बार एक लाइक कर दो. It actually helps me a lot. It shows your support कि आपको अच्छी लगी वीडियो. And next Saturday we will do another type of analysis.
We need to actually also take a look at that. That is important. With that, I will say.
So with that, I will say adieu. I will say bye. Thank you for watching the video. If you are still watching, please actually like the video, and I will see you for the next time. Bye bye.